I'm sorry to share all my problems with you, but I've just had some bad news. My husband's had to go into hospital.
Stupid old bin.
I walked out of that office and right in front of me, there was about 100 bottles of wine just sitting there. I could have swiped a lot of them.
Lenny and Lisa Brown. Embezzlement at their age.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, they mentioned a grandfather.
How about we up the pay?
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, don't take too long. It could all get nasty very quickly. Have you ever thought about doing something that scares you? I thought I loved you. I'm so sorry. No, wait. Please, Princess.
That's mine! You scruffy little mess. Oh, what are you going to do? Flash your bibs at me? Oh, ow! Oh, my crikey's a great hit! Oh, fashion! I was saving it for Lenny.
You should know better, Rhiannon. And you should be ashamed of yourself, sitting there like lemons. Out of my sight, the lot of you! And you. Not you. I told you to be nice to her. She's having a bad time.
I know, but it was...
You're angry, so what do?
Count to 3. Think. I'll remember next time. Come on, what took you?
Heard a ruckus. Thought heads might need banging together.
It's nothing for you to worry your pretty little head about.
I wish someone would take my place. Can't face heaven on heaven face.
Gotta get out of here. This place is doing my head in.
You're texting Miss McFall? We haven't heard from her in a week. She's probably on to us.
My poor old husband just got worse. At death's door. Love, Moira.
No, Lise, just think.
Sent.
Morning, Mildred. Thing all right?
Another text from my friend in need, Moira.
You ain't still being scammed. I thought you knew it was Lenny and Lisa Brown.
It is.
Well, why haven't you done something about it?
I have done something about it.
Well done. Right, go get changed.
I'm gonna die, mate.
There's another lad. Hey? You keep telling me I'm not ready. You do it in 10?
What are you feeding me? Is that the Terminator?
Let's go for gold.
Oh, I think the silver's more elegant.
Can we worry about this later, please?
Simon, I've got to get them to the printers.
Morning. Just to let you know, I'll be doing spot checks for indecent images on mobile phones today. So if you can let your tutor groups know, and they can't say they weren't forewarned. Where's George?
I have no idea. Anything I can help you with?
Not unless you speak Chinese.
What about Lisa and Lenny Brown's review?
Let's go with Simon's idea. Can you take the lead?
Yeah, of course.
You're really up for this, aren't you? I'm trying to convince Boston to get me a fight.
So you can have your brains smashed to a pulp?
Hey, all right. Oh, I get it. Is this how you want it?
You're well rid.
Hey, do you want to do something later?
Don't be silly, you don't have any time.
Well, help me out.
I don't know anything about boxing.
You don't have to. You can be my manager.
You two, stop! I'm looking for Miss Audrey McFall.
You've got a visitor.
That's her.
Thank you, that'll be all. You left me a message, Miss McFall.
Did I?
Lawrence Brown, Regimental Sergeant Major retired. At your service.
What are you doing here? I asked you to telephone me. You can't just turn up.
Leonard and Lisa are here, aren't they?
Yes, but they don't know. Nobody knows.
I'm a very busy man, Miss McFall. If you can't help me, please take me to someone who can.
I've left messages on both George's numbers. It's not like...
Well, his wife has just left him. You don't think he's done something daft?
Christine, before you say anything, I swear I was going to talk to you about this.
You can't just march in here.
No, it's okay, Sonia.
Brown. Lawrence Brown.
Christine Mulgrew, head teacher. How can I help you?
I'm here to see my grandchildren.
Mr. Brown is Lenny and Lisa's grandfather.
Miss McFall contacted me.
Well, I left him a message.
We would need to get the approval of social services before you met them, if that's what you had in mind.
This is a family matter.
We still need to go through official channels.
How long will that take?
Sonia, could you show Mr. Brown into the staff room while we see what we can do?
Would you like me to call social services?
No, Audrey, I'd like you to stop sticking your nose in.
Please leave a message after the tone.
George, please call me. It's Christine.
What have we done wrong?
Nothing. In fact, we're really happy with the way you guys are settling in. We want to better facilitate your learning.
Come again?
We think your English needs a boost. Miss Boston will tailor a package suitable for your needs.
I still don't know what that means. Lenny?
You'll spend the first period every day here in the PIU. I'll get you up to speed.
We don't want to be stuck in here every day.
Well, actually, Lenny's doing okay at the moment. It's just you, Lisa.
Oh, no chance. Come on, Lenny.
Lisa, you can't expect to be in the same class the whole time.
Well, maybe I could do my maths assignment down here.
What do you think? Okay, we'll work with that for today. You okay?
Yeah. Got to be. I broke up with her, didn't I?
Dundee sent me a pack about their open day. We could all got together. Might cheer you up.
Cool.
You need to make a decision soon. We want to get into the same place, don't we?
And what about you? Are you okay?
Yeah, of course.
Why you lot out here?
Silkbag told us to wait.
I told everyone to wait outside.
Well, I'm not everyone, am I?
Don't look at that. I'll give you an unfair advantage. It's a test. A chance to show how well you're progressing.
Why wasn't I told about this? We had an understanding.
I am not giving you any more money.
Okay. On one condition. You give a little massage.
What?
To my score.
Okay, you can all come in now. Take a seat now, Barry. Okay, everyone, listen up. Today, you're going to be taking a short exam.
You can't just bring examiners, that's not fair.
This is stupid. Can you just keep the...
Hey! You all need reminding who calls the shots in here. Get scribbling.
Crash on the last splash.
Social services have had me on hold 3 times.
Well, I need to go and get George. Tell Mr. Brown he'll have to come back another time.
So when exactly did you last see your grandchildren, Mr. Brown?
In a while.
Sorry, Mr. Brown, we can't get a decision right away.
What?
If I could just take your details, Mr. Brown, we'll be in touch.
You summon me here and I get treated like this.
I did not summon you, Mr. Brown. I asked you to phone me.
You have to realise how infuriating this red tape is. When young people come off the rails, you need to act quickly, as you've tried to do.
Yes, and I do think the first port of call in discipline matters should be the family, but this is a school. We have procedures to follow.
All about procedures. I was in the army for 30 years. I also know what a quiet word at the right time will do, and that's what Lisa needs.
Well, if only you'd called me first.
Well, I'm sorry, and now I have to wait for some job's worth to give me permission to talk to my own grandchildren.
And meanwhile, Lisa is getting into more trouble.
Then why are you the only one who shows any initiative?
Wait. I shouldn't be doing this, but...
So why are we out of class?
You have a visitor.
What, is this the police?
So neither of you going to ask what this is about?
Well, we're in trouble, aren't we?
And why would you be in trouble, Lisa Brown? Your grandfather has come to see you.
But we haven't seen him for years.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh, we wouldn't miss this for the world. Would we, Lenny?
George? 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 George?
Oh. What are you doing here?
You should be teaching Year 3 French.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to make it in this morning. Oh, no.
This is not the answer.
Oh. Yeah, all right. Get down from the pulpit, Christine. I just had a few drinks, all right? Not a raging alcoholic. That's your turf. So I appreciate your concern, but if you could close the door as you leave, I shall see you first thing tomorrow morning, as usual.
If you don't come back now, there will be no job for you tomorrow, or me either. The Chinese company came back today about work placements. We have to fill in a form the length of a novel. And the councillor's still waiting on our proposal for rolling out Mandarin.
Yes, well, I'm sure if Princess had known that I had so much paperwork, she would have rescheduled leaving me.
But she did leave. She's gone. George, it's me that needs you. And you need me. If you just focus on what we're trying to achieve, you'll find it's the best way to deal with everything else. Trust me.
One class at a time.
Up.
Oh, no. Oh.
Donald? Lisa? How nice to see you.
Aren't you going to say hello to your granddad? He can't stay long.
Hello, Grandad.
You look just like your mother.
Do I? That's nice. What are you doing here?
It's at times like these that families are important.
Yeah, because families stick together, don't they? How did you find us?
Let's not beat about the bush. Miss McFall brought me here because she thinks you're a troublemaker, Lisa, and I've come here to talk some sense into you.
What?
Dragging our family name into the dirt?
No, I never actually...
We haven't seen you for years and now you turn up out the blue. You have got no right.
I think you should talk to Miss McFall with a bit more respect.
Oh, respect? She got Larry sent to prison and now she's brought you here.
What do you teach them here, Miss McFall? Certainly not manners.
This meeting is now over, Lenny. Can you please get Lisa out of here?
You need to get on top of this, Miss McFall.
Oh, and what are you going to do about it? Step it up, get!
Out!
What did you bring him here for? Stay out of our life!
Do not speak to me like that, Lisa. I was trying to help you.
Oh, yeah? Like the same way you helped Larry?
You're right. I must be mad. I should have gone to Mrs. Mulgrew the minute I found out about that despicable scam of yours, Moira.
I wish we'd taken you for every penny you've got. And I wish we'd strangled that old cat when we had the chance.
You deserve everything you get, you ungrateful, spiteful little girl. Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. We gave it our best shot. If the girl won't listen, there's not much we can do about it.
You didn't even ask her how she was. You just started yelling at her.
That's how we do things in the military.
This is not a parade ground. The girl needs help.
The look in her eyes, just like her mother. There is no hope.
Oh, they're your grandchildren. You can't just write them off.
They've been out of my life for a long time. I can see any effort here will not be appreciated.
What happened to your sense of duty? They didn't choose to be out of your life, did they? I hope you're not punishing those children for something their mother did. I urge you to think about that.
She found out about the scam, so she brought me here to punish us.
Yeah, and now she knows about the cat.
I know. I didn't think.
You never think. You should never have spoke to him like that.
Who cares about him? And they don't care about us. Come on, we're going. Now.
Where? Where are we gonna go?
We'll find a B&B near Larry.
We can't just walk out. Everyone will notice. And what do we do for money?
You're right. We'll nick some cash in the schoolhouse tonight while everyone's asleep. We've just got to get through the day. Act normal. We can do that, can't we?
I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Oh, and as of next week, I'm raising me fees. Okay?
Well, goodbye, Mr. Brown. Social services will be in touch.
You all right, sir? Good night, was it?
Lisa,
Let's sit up here.
Where'd the granddad go?
He went home.
Will we see him again?
It's out of my hands. Right, quiet! Please, settle down quickly. Now, I have a treat for you today. I have managed to secure a rare copy of The Origins of Conflict, a wonderful film. Now, each year we'll be doing their own project on this film, which is why you're all here together today. Darren Hughes.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Someone opened a window in here. It's awfully stuffy.
Look at the state of him. He stinks of booze.
Something you want to share with us, Connor?
Something you want to share with us, sir?
Well, some of you may have heard Mrs. Mulgrew has been attempting to secure placements for you all in a local Chinese company. So today, you're all to draft a letter in Mandarin explaining why you are suitable candidates. Is that clear?
I couldn't write a letter like that in English, let alone Mandarin.
Not a badge of pride, Connor. I'm sure Kevin will show you the basics.
Kevin's not a teacher. And what about the assignment Miss Windsor set us last week?
Might have noticed, Mrs. Windsor isn't working here anymore. Not exciting for you, the prospect of a placement?
No, not really.
We haven't actually done business letter writing, sir.
Appreciate your desire to stand by your man, Imogen, but I'm afraid you're the brains of the household.
Yeah, and what about your household?
You had better leave.
Happily.
Now! Was there something, Mrs. Budgeon?
Just passing. Oi! Oi, you! Wait, what was all that about?
What's it to you?
Hang on. You'll get a clip around the ear in a minute. What's your beef with Mr. Windsor?
I told him how it was and he threw me out.
Hang on. He's your teacher. You can't speak to him like that.
I'm just wasting my time doing Mandarin.
And how was that his fault?
Where are we going with these?
You can't wander the corridor all days. You'll only get into more bother. Sit down and get on with something and keep out of mischief. Quiet. Right, I want you lot to pair up and taste each other's bechamel sauce.
But, miss, I don't have a partner.
I'll be over to taste yours in a minute, Rhiannon.
Too much salt. Add milk. Don't worry, I've done this loads of times. I'm still a bit bland. Yeah, it needs mustard.
Ew, I don't like mustard. It's going to taste disgusting. Miss, it keeps dumping stuff in my sauce.
Fine.
That's well good, actually.
Where did you learn to cook?
I had to do the cooking when my mum was busy, so yeah, anything tastes good when it's got sauce on it.
Will you please be quiet?
Attention!
Mr. Brown!
Miss McFall, you were right. My contact this morning was unbecoming.
We haven't got social services.
I'd like to show you what kind of a man I really am.
Mr. Brown, please.
Is that your boyfriend, miss?
Silence! You boy. Give that back. It's worth more than you can imagine.
What?
This once saved my life.
How?
Well,
Mr. Brown,
I'll explain.
Can we hear what happened, miss?
Oh, please, miss.
Oh, come on.
Come on, miss. He's all right. It's better than that DVD. You are an impossible man.
I joined up when I wasn't much older than you. And I had to trust that the people giving orders knew what they were doing. Like Miss McFall and you unruly bunch.
Come on.
I
want to hear what he's got to say.
We were on patrol in the jungle, in units of 3. But I knew the chaps would come back for me if I stayed put. And at first light, they did. But I think that night was the most frightened I've ever been. That answer your question? So, any more questions?
What did you get those medals for?
These? Well, let's see. This one is when I was in Aden. That one, Northern Ireland. And this one, Kenya. You can pass them round if you like.
Oh, sick.
Casey, run along and fetch Mrs. Mulgrew, would you? I'd like her to see this.
Why were you fighting the Kenyans? Did they invade us?
It was part of the Empire.
Like in Star Wars.
The British Empire? Oh, muppet.
What were you doing in Africa?
We were sent to Kenya to fight the Mau Mau terrorists.
They weren't terrorists. They were freedom fighters. You had no right to be there.
Who told you that?
My mother.
Yep. What are you doing out of class?
Miss McFall sent me to get you. Lenny and his granddad has given us a talk about the army.
What are you doing in there?
He was saving my bacon. He is brilliant at cooking, Mrs. Mulgrew. I don't know why Mr. Windsor threw him out, but I'm glad he did.
What on earth's going on?
Mandarin's a waste of time.
I set up that course. Are you trying to make me look a complete idiot?
No, Mr. Windsor is. He's a rubbish teacher.
He's just going through a hard time.
He was just as bad before Miss
Look,
Windsor.
we will talk about this later, Connor.
They should be melted down.
Oh, no. These must be worth a few quid.
You had no business in someone else's country.
Oi! My cousin's in the army. He's had mates that have died. So say anything bad about my cuz and I'll smack you.
Shazni? Shazni, don't speak like that.
The British Empire wasn't all bad. I mean, they brought in rules and laws and stuff.
You can't just turn up and start telling people what to do.
That's not what I'm saying, Lisa. I didn't send the troops in. I was merely obeying orders.
So you didn't even believe in what you were fighting for?
Yes. We believed we were building a better world.
So you thought you knew best, but you were wrong.
That's why we study history, Lisa. To learn from the past, so we can be guided in the... Oh!
What's wrong, Mr. Brown?
Oh, the touch of angina. Could I sit down?
Yes, of course.
Very fine, don't worry.
I think we better wrap this up. Everyone, you can go for an early lunch, but please leave quietly.
I'm fine, I'm fine. You carry on then. Carry on then.
We should go and check on him. I think it was his heart.
Mrs. Mulgrew wanted everyone to stay away.
Not us. We're family. Look, you want to get out of the schoolhouse, then maybe we could go and live with him. He's all right.
You want to live with him? It could drop down at any moment.
Well, it's got to be better than some crummy B&B.
Have you forgotten how he treated Mum? He threw her out.
Mum was a junkie, Lisa.
Don't call her that.
Well, he did his best.
He did nothing.
Well, at least he's here.
Lenny!
Look, I need to go make sure he's all right.
You go and we're over.
What? You know, I've done my best to try and make things work here. But you just won't be happy until you get everyone hating us. Will you, Lise?
1, 2.
Oh, that's better. Pills are kicking in.
You got a visitor, Mr. Brown.
You okay?
Why?
Can I come in?
Don't fuss, woman. Come over here, Lenny. Always look your best. Try to make an impression. There.
Can I come and live with you?
Yes, I'd like that. I've got lots of room. If that's what you want. Will your sister come too?
I'll talk to her.
Lenny, now your grandfather's feeling better, maybe you could take him for some lunch. Sonia, can you go too, please?
Oh, I've got sour nice. Yeah, I suppose they'll keep.
So, all's well that ends well. What's the matter with you, Audrey? That man is in no condition to look after himself, never mind those two. Christine, am I really such a battle axe that you had to go behind my back?
I thought you were doing boxing, not ballet. When are you actually going to hit someone?
Look, if you're just going to take the mic. Well, if I'm going to be a manager. You mean you'll do it?
I've never seen you so dead set on anything. Never. So, what do we do?
Well, you've got to advise me. Sort out some publicity, pull in some sponsorship, that sort of thing.
And how am I meant to do that when you're just dancing around cones?
When Boston sees I'm ready to fight.
I know someone. A Havelock. They might be able to help you.
How you doing?
I'll never understand how you managed to juggle teaching and alcoholism for so long.
The proposal form asks if our pupils could understand this paragraph. What do you think?
Well, put it this way. It'd be a challenge. Perhaps the placement thing's a bit early for them.
So what does it say?
Turgid business speak. You don't want to know, Christine.
I do, George.
Look, I don't know what game you're playing, but really not in the mood right now. My head feels like the inside of a large Hadron Collider.
So, how'd it go?
Oh, not great. Only 63% pass rate.
That's not so bad. This one's wrong. Unless Mr. Barry has become a scientific genius overnight.
Can we not talk about this now? I mean, what should I say to the printers about the wedding invitations?
Why are you changing the subject? Shall we talk about this somewhere else? Sue. Sue, look at me. What's going on?
When I first came, it was chaos. I couldn't keep order in my classes, and I didn't want you to think that I couldn't handle it. I just felt so ashamed. And then Barry was there, and then he took control, and then suddenly everything was okay, but then he started asking for more and for more.
Hold on. More what?
Money, Simon, money. I paid him to control my classes, but then he kept asking for more, and when I refused to pay, well, he forced me to doctor his paper.
I don't believe this.
I know, I should have told you. Well, say something.
Have you got any idea how serious this is?
I suppose.
If I cover this up, it's not just your career on the line, it's...
I'm scared, Simon. I don't know what to do.
This can never happen again. Never!
It won't, I promise.
I've got to be somewhere.
What are you doing?
Sitting in. I thought it would be useful for the proposal if I could see the class demonstrate their conversation skills.
But you don't speak Mandarin?
That's why I brought Archie along to translate.
Normally like a little bit more notice. My class is to be monitored. Just a courtesy thing.
Get on with it, please, Mr. Windsor.
Ban Chi Cao Xian.
Lao Shi Hao.
That's very good.
My bag. It's gone.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure it was here.
Where's Christine? I've got a budget meeting.
Oh, I meant to cancel that. Mr. Lowesley, this is Mr. Brown. Lenny and Lisa's granddad?
Simon Lowesley, deputy head.
Well, Mr. Lowesley, my medals have been stolen.
So, ma means mother, but ma means horse. It's an important distinction to remember if you don't want to insult your horse.
Mr. Windsor's great.
Really?
He'd be popular in China. He's a wonderful orator. He's got the gift of making people listen even though he's not saying very much.
Yes, but how's his Mandarin?
Not so great. But he's very funny.
Thank you, Archie.
We've got a situation.
You better get to class, Lenny.
Sonia tells me you've lost your medals, Mr. Brown.
We could always have another look.
Will you please explain to this woman that I am not senile? My medals have been stolen. Are you listening, Mrs. Mulgrew?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very serious matter.
Then shouldn't you call the police?
We would prefer to deal with this internally if possible. Wouldn't we, Simon?
Yes. Yeah. We have procedures.
Sonia, could you take Mr. Brown into the staff room, please?
You okay?
I've had easier days.
Now, if we turn to page... Lenny, you're late. Sit down. Where's Lisa?
She's not feeling very well.
Okay, so...
A word with your class, Miss Bark.
Of course.
Lisa and Lenny's grandfather has had his bag stolen. So nobody enters or leaves the school until Mr. Brown's property has been found.
Lenny, where are you going?
I'll go and find Lisa.
You heard Mr. Lowesley. Nobody leaves. Sit back down, please. Right, okay, page 21. Why is electricity so useful?
So, if Mr. Brown's medals are not returned by the end of class, we'll have to call the police.
What you looking at me for?
The theft might be some misguided protest. That's all.
She was with me. I am offended.
Well, I heard that you were very interested in Mr. Brown's property during the history debate, so...
No. I'm offended that you think I'd nick them and then put them in the first place you'd look.
So is that an admission of guilt to add to blackmailing a teacher?
So she's told you?
You're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, not nearly as much as your girlfriend.
I know I'd be in public enemy number one, Barry. Playing the big man. But all I can see is a boy. A boy who genuinely wants to be here, who wants to learn. So let me tell you what's going to happen. You are going to retake that exam under my supervision.
It's not going to happen.
Then I'll have you kicked out of here quicker than your feet can touch the ground, and believe me, I will do it. I just need to come up with something. And who is Mrs. Mulgrew going to believe her? You? Or me?
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that.
Try me. I'll see you in the cooler after school.
What you doing?
I forgot some books.
What books?
What's it to you?
I am your housemaster and a teacher at your school.
No, you're not. You're just a feeble old man in pyjamas.
Lisa's gone.
What? Lenny, Mr. Budgeon has just informed me that Lisa came to the schoolhouse and packed a bag. Did you know she was planning on running away?
Oh, I knew she was angry, but she must have taken your medals.
Have you any idea where she might have gone?
Well, she wouldn't have went anywhere without me.
Mrs. Budgeon's expecting you in class.
This is your fault. You made this happen. Both of yous.
Come on. Don't bite. He's yours.
My granddad's. He's dead.
Did his bit, didn't he? 50 quid, the lot.
They're worth way more than that.
Well, it may be to you, but to me, it's 50 quid cash. Take it or leave it.
Come here! Hands off me!
Come here, Ah! You little animal! Right.
Oh, you don't get out there and look for her. Drive around town.
Can you not hear the phone?
We cannot all leave the school to look for one person, Audrey.
Waterloo Road?
I'll have to alert the police. I have to.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Then he mentioned the B&B's near his brother's prison. We should call him up.
How long will that take?
Lisa's at a pawn shop in town. She's been caught stealing some money. Is the address?
Good, I'll sort it out.
Let me.
No, that's not a good idea.
I have caused chaos today. I'm asking you, as a friend, for the chance to put things right. In the same way you once asked me. Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
You know her?
She's one of my teachers.
This girl tried to steal my money and then bit me. You're lucky I didn't call the police.
I'm so sorry about this. How much did this gentleman pay you for the medals, Lisa?
£50.
I've got a collector offering me 450 for them.
Liar.
Quiet, Lisa. I'll give you £100 for your trouble, and you will accept it. Otherwise, I shall call the police and inform them of your reprehensible behaviour trying to extort money from a minor.
You shouldn't have done that.
The money doesn't matter, but these medals mean a lot to your granddad.
That's not what I meant. You don't understand anything, do you?
I understand you came to the school for a new start.
Yeah, and you've made everything 100 times worse.
Yes, I've let you down, but running away isn't going to help.
But I don't want Lenny to end up hating me.
Oh, so you think Lenny is going to like you more if you leave?
Well, all I do is cause trouble here, don't I?
Okay, try it. Go off on your own. Pretend there's nobody who cares about you.
Just leave me alone. Stay out of my life.
Wait! You have every right to be angry, especially with me. I wish I could take back what I've done, but I can't. But you don't have to forgive me, Lisa. This is about you and Lenny. You belong together.
We're only having a laugh.
Well, me and Casey aren't having a laugh, so maybe we should leave.
Oh, Dynasties, my manager.
But aren't we getting a bit ahead of ourselves?
I've got her a fight next week.
She means a match.
A girl from Havelock. Well, you said she was good.
I said she had potential, but...
I found something that I'm good at. And I can learn from this. I won't give up.
All right. Right. Now get your manager out of here. I've got work to do.
Thank goodness you found her.
I thought you'd gone.
You were gonna live with him.
Only if you came to.
Here. Sorry.
I don't look at them much these days. But I have a photo of you on my mantelpiece which I look at every day. You'll be able to have a room on your own. The old house is way too big just for me.
We can't come and live with you. You're too old. You're ill. We wouldn't be able to look after you.
We're good here. We can't keep moving on.
Of course. You're better off here. That ship has sailed. I should have come looking for you sooner. I was angry with your mother. I should never have turned my back on you.
It would be good to have a granddad, though. Wouldn't it, Lise?
We could give it a try.
Yes, I'd like that. Very much. You can come visit anytime you like. I've brought a lot of troubles to your door today.
Yes. Yes, you have.
A true leader reveals himself in the darkest of times.
Goodbye. Sergeant Major Brown.
Goodbye.
Christina, just watch. It's been a long day. Can we catch up tomorrow?
Well, that was the longest day.
You've got 6 weeks.
Christine, please don't do this. I know my Mandarin has not been all it should be, but I can concentrate on the German and the French.
As long as I'm head here, this school is committed to Mandarin.
So you're giving me 6 weeks' notice after all we've been through, everything.
No, you've got 6 weeks to get fluent. Now, I have enrolled you for evening classes 3 nights a week. The first starts in, let me see, 2 hours' time, Glasgow College.
3 nights?
Which you will have to pay for yourself.
That is ridiculous.
Well, I can hardly put them through the school accounts, can I? I've already put the council on hold, and I have lied through my teeth for you in this work placement proposal. I put my faith in you, and you have let me down. Now we're in this conspiracy together. I need you to come through for me and fast.
Well, you put it like that. Well, thank you. I won't let you down.
Okay, you can stop writing now, Barry. Any deal you think you have with Miss Spark is now over. You got that? Just injunction business.
I take it you'll be informing the council that one of our care children ran away?
I thought you handled it quite well. And then, of course, there's the Mandarin.
What about it?
What a coup. The company, the work experience.
Yeah, well, it's early days. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Christine. How long have you been here?
A while?
So I had to cross a line today. I don't want to do it again.
You won't. There's still time to get to the printers.
You decide.
If you ever put us through all that worry again...
Welcome back, both of you.
We've sent the others on a cinema outing, and yous two are going to cook us dinner to make up for all the worry you've caused us.
Have you got room for one more?
I thought I'd cook you something special.
I'm not hungry.
But all these years of cooking, I never actually realised that was any good.
Sorry. What are you talking about?
Home economics. Maggie said that if I change over now, I can catch up quickly.
You know, if you're just doing this to get at me, Connor, it's working.
Yeah, that's it, because it's all about you, isn't it?
Oh, I forgot. You only bare your soul to Maggie these days. Maybe you should go and stay at the schoolhouse as well. Where are you going?
Imogen's.
Audrey, what a lovely surprise.
Connor let me in. This isn't a good time, is it?
No, it's not.
I don't want to go to bed on an argument, Christine. I've behaved unprofessionally, and I'm prepared to accept whatever...
I'm not going to discipline you, Audrey. That's why Simon would say I'm a weak leader.
Well, it's not weak to give people a second chance, Christine.
And a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. Because I'm so shot through with holes myself, I need to keep on doling out chances. You know, I'm scared to go out of my office these days, because I dread to think what I'll find around the corner.
I've let you down as a friend. But that doesn't mean you're alone with this. Why don't I put the kettle on and... Hello, Lisa? Dinner? Well, it's very short notice. I'm with a friend. Well, no, I could actually. I would love that. Okay. Bye. Are you sure?
Have a good time. You'd just be disturbing me here. I've got that proposal to finish. Good night.
Good night, Christine, and thanks.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice to be waited on for a change.
Lovely.
And the food was surprisingly, what's the technical word? Edible. Oh. There appears to be an elephant in the room. Miss Brown hurled a few choice epithets in my direction earlier today. In fact, she delivered a hearty kick up my backside.
She did what?
Figuratively speaking. Next week, like it or not, this, what was it, this feeble old man will be donning his gown and mortar and returning to the lofty climes of academe.
What are you on about?
Well, figuratively speaking, he's coming back to school.
Oh, that's wonderful news. You've been sorely missed.
Are you sure that you're ready for it, love?
No, but it's now or never.
To grant his return.
Grant his return.
Going back to work after a long break is not easy.
I'm fine, there's no need to worry.
But you know, I could give you a hard time, like the empty bottle of vodka I found in the bin last week.
She wants to go for the Commonwealth Games. She can do it, can't she, miss?
Good afternoon and welcome to this flyweight challenge boxing match.
How many did you take? Sue, how many?
I hate this school. I hate everything about it.
Copying and pasting from the internet is strictly verboten.
I didn't copy it.
He was mad keen to get back. I don't know what's got into him. Are you sure he's not coming back too soon?